me a call.
What's up, everyone? My name is DJ. Welcome to Gamer Bro Hulk Reviews. It is not your daily dose of the Jade Giant. It is our 5th Bat Punk sessions with my friend PC, and he will introduce his new figures right now. So here he is.
What is happening, YouTube? The Bat Punk is back with yet another Bat Punk talk sessions just for you. We're going to start off with a nice little conversation about what recently just came out in social media. I think you already know what I'm talking about. The Zack Snyder comments of saying about how Batman doesn't kill is irrelevant. Let's get one thing perfectly clear, okay? Number one, you just opened up a whole entire door of something you really don't want. Now, I'm not just talking about Batman fans. I'm talking about this whole entire cesspool of a planet that we live in that really goes crazy on what it is that you say when you talk about irrelevancy. That whole entire word alone is just being blown up all over the place. Recently, you can look up WWE from all the comments between Roman Reigns and how he likes to use that word. It's just something you should not go out of your way to use, especially when it comes to the whole entire nostalgia scene that is Batman, Incredible Hulk. You don't believe me? Go out on social media and ask everybody, okay? Because the word irrelevant, no, don't do it, okay? But to go out of your way to say that Batman should kill if he doesn't is irrelevant for someone who's directed something that has Batman in it. Did you not understand the back history of the Bat whatsoever? Apparently you didn't, because a really renowned artist that has done the comics issues between Batman and Robin, Detective, Batman, he had a little thing to say, and you could pretty much tell, for those of you at home watching me right now, you're probably going to understand that when I read what he replied, you could probably hear the pissed offness. And it was from Grant Morrison, as he replied the following: "The fact that Batman puts himself in danger every night but firmly refuses to kill is an essential element of the character's magnificent, horrible psychosis. If Batman killed his enemies, he'd be like the Joker, and then Commissioner Gordon would have to arrest him." Morrison then recalls that this is called a code of honor, was established since he was a child in a way that Bruce Wayne never got out of that childish state, trapped forever as a child who lost his parents in Crime Alley. According to the author of the no-kill rule, is fundamental to greatness as a fictional adventure hero. When you have somebody of comic book nature, pretty much of anybody that has done any sort of books to Batman, automatically in your head as to the reason why he shouldn't kill. That's completely up to you. Those of you who are huge Batman fans, those of you who are huge comic book fans, leave us a comment below as to what you think. Should he kill? Should he not kill? And what would be the reasons why? There is no right or wrong answer to that. It is based purely on your opinion as the nostalgics. The nostalgia fans about anything that has anything related to Batman, in general, to any hero for that matter. Should they kill? Should they not kill? What's the reason why? Don't forget, hit the like, subscribe, ring the bell. Your comments matter. I love to read them. I just love you guys. All right? Now, for that talk of the no-kill rule, it's been a great area when it comes to the comic book franchise. So the piece that I have for you today actually kind of touches onto that little piece. 1994 Kenner toy line. KnightQuest Batman from the Legends of Batman. Now, the reason why this is a gray area is that, okay, well, first off, let's address this. This is not KnightQuest Batman. If any of you who have read the comic lines, this is actually the Knight's End Batman. This Bat was introduced during the KnightQuest The Crusade, that then went into a 10-issue series called Knight's End that went on in Legends of Dark Knight, Detective, Batman, Robin, Catwoman, that Jean-Paul Valley became the second Batman after Bane had broken the back of Bruce Wayne. He made his appearance as the Bat in Nightfall 11. Now, as throughout the entire storyline, Jean-Paul Valley, Azrael, was pretty much programmed through, like, I guess you can call it hypnosis-like training as being the Order of St. Dumas. And he was pretty much trained to kill those that was in the guilty. So coming to be Batman, it was really like that, really hard not to go above and beyond to kill. You know what I mean? So when he became Batman, and you got to see it little by little, the claw gauntlets, the shuriken shooters, which was just like, that's really painful. It's gonna hurt. But then in Nightfall 19, Batman issue 500, this particular Batman is not KnightQuest. The KnightQuest Batman is the blue armor, the fully blue cowl-like, the gray costume, and pretty much everything blue, the armor plate with the blue cape, which they have that figure in this very line, but they call him Knight's End Batman. I don't know why the difference in the name. It's obvious who they are. Comic books will prove you wrong. I'm sorry, Kenner. Thing about it is that it was always a gray line. Should he kill? Should he not kill? There's even been a couple covers in the issues of him as Batman where he's going to go to that above extreme. You'll even go into a Detective Comics issue where Robin's in the background just going like you can't believe what's going to happen. But in this particular run of Legends of Batman with the KnightQuest Batman, is that he's donned pretty much a full entire armor set in this piece. The thing I love about this piece, let's talk about Legends of Batman for a second. Pretty much Legends of Batman is your introduction to Elseworlds, like how Marvel had their multiverse. DC had their own multiverse, but they called it Elseworlds at first in the comics. The thing with Legends of Batman is that they debuted Purple Suit Catwoman. Then they introduced, I believe, as the first Nightwing figure, as he was wearing the glider suit. And then they also had, of course, Elseworlds, Buccaneer Batman, Crusader Batman, Viking Batman, Dark Knight on a Horse Batman, Viking. Like, oh my God. The whole entire toy line was just amazing. And if you remember in one episode that I did with the Joker between Toy Biz and Kenner, it felt like Kenner was more of like the statue-esque line of toys, especially when you see the detail, the whole entire like muscle definition to the armor details. The color is just amazing. This red looks like the exact same red as that Tim Drake variant that I showed you in a previous episode. Now the toys, you might think the accessories are a little bit interesting, because why does he have a flaming rocket launcher? In this particular pose, if you have the figure loose, raise this arm up, and he actually has a flamethrower in the comics built into the gauntlet. My pretty much opinion would have to be that this would be the flamethrower, but you can't do a flamethrower, so why not give him a rocket launcher? Thing about this rocket launcher is that this rocket launcher is in several different action figures for the Legend of Batman line. There's the glider suit Nightwing. Here's that rocket launcher again, this time on Crusader Batman, Purple Suit Catwoman, Power Guardian Batman, Future Batman. And they continued with this line, Buccaneer Batman, Viking Batman, Knight Batman, Gladiator Batman. It's crazy. That's why I like to call the Legends of Batman line pretty much the introduction to Elseworlds. Everything about this line I totally recommend if you're going to be a huge Batman fan. 1994, it's something about the 90s design of toys is just always amazing. When this was originally released, you can still get it for about $4.95, $5, depending on which store you went into. Nowadays, it depends. Mercari still sells them for around 10 to 15. I actually found a piece similar that I thought I didn't have. Guess what? I bought a double. But that's what happens when you're a collector. Sometimes you buy a double, it happens. I ended up giving my double to my brother-in-law. He's a Batman fan too, so I thought he would enjoy it. But when I found the double, it was only $10. On a not as good card, but almost similar type of card, if that makes any sense. This piece right now as it stands, as it being a pretty good, decent shape, you can probably get it for 15 to 20, little less. Loose is about $5, even with the accessories, because sometimes when you think about this Batman and this figure line, it's hit or miss. But being a huge Batman fan, you're definitely gonna love it. It's worth. I totally recommend this figure. I recommend the whole entire toy line. The cards themselves, people go crazy over too, because if you remember in the 90s edition of Marvel cards, they were supposed to be the next best thing until about a year later, where it just died down. But the thing is that was a whole entire new thing when it came to action figures. Right around the 90s, there was always a card with them. Always a card with them. That was probably why you see some of the McFarlane line where they have their own type of artistic design of the cards. A little bit of a remembrance to the 90s. I think that's pretty cool. Just like how I think this figure is pretty cool. Like I said, I recommend this figure. I give this figure a total recommendation of a 9.2. Why a 9.2? Why would you do this? If you're a comic book fan, you don't necessarily have to be a Batman fan, but if you know the story of Knight's End, KnightQuest, you would know exactly what I mean as the frustration level. But here's a little fun fact for you. They actually did a variant to this figure, and it's called Ultra Armor Batman. Now, I know probably some of you are thinking, why didn't I touch on the color? Because in the comics, it's dark gray. The armor set, instead of gold and black, was completely all red. Well, that's what the Ultimate Armor Batman is pretty much. The actual colors of the comic book. That one is actually really rare to get. But the fact of the matter is, Legends of Batman, you can't go wrong. I highly recommend the piece. I highly recommend you liking this, subscribing this, ring the bell, let the Gamma Bro know you want more of me. Thank you for joining me once again on another Bat Culture Sessions, and until next time, Booyakasha, peace.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.